Hey folks, Philly Boy J here, back with another video, and today I'm making the world's best cornbread from scratch, and I stand by that. This recipe is absolutely delicious. It's my family secret recipe, but I'm going to be sharing it with you guys because it's just that good. What you're going to do first is get a mixing bowl. Into the mixing bowl, you're going to add your yellow cornmeal. You're going to follow that up by adding your all-purpose flour, and then you're going to add your white sugar. Now, my family like that cornbread to be on a sweeter side, and it's not too sweet. It's not sweet as a cake, but it just provides a little sweetness to the cornbread. Some people don't like that cornbread to be sweet at all. So if you're one of those people, leave the sugar out of this recipe. All right? Or you can simply just reduce the amount of sugar that we're using. You're going to follow that up by adding baking powder. That's going to help assist in the cornbread rising a bit. Then you're going to add your salt. You're going to whisk that all together for about 45 seconds just to make sure all the dry ingredients are evenly incorporated. Now, you can simply add the wet ingredients that we're about to talk about to this bowl right here, there. But for video purposes, I'm going to add it to another mixing bowl, all right? So what you're going to do is you're going to get a separate bowl. This is the way my folks used to do it. I don't know why, because it really don't make a difference. But they like to add the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients after combining all the wet ingredients and dry ingredients separately. All right. The buttermilk, you got to use it. You got to use buttermilk. You cannot use whole milk as a substitution. No, because the buttermilk is what gives your cornbread that nice flavor, and it helps to give it that moistness that we want it to have. We want this cornbread to be moist. You're going to use margarine or butter. That's going to give the cornbread flavor. What is cornbread without margarine or butter? I'll say use butter, but margarine will do. Then you're going to add your vegetable oil. That's the kind of oil that we're using, vegetable oil. And that, even more so than the buttermilk, is what's going to give our cornbread its moistness and tenderness, okay? I use margarine or butter, buttermilk, and oil to any cake recipe. So I'm going to use it here in my cornbread like my family taught me to. Then you're going to add your honey. Okay, and the honey just gives it something special. No, it do not make it sweet, and it's not going to taste like honey. All right, for all you novice out there, just do what I say and add that honey, and you're going to love me for it. All right, you're going to be thanking me under this video. Watch. Look at the comments under this video. You're going to see a lot of people saying, oh, Jay, that cornbread was so good. So just do as I say. You're going to follow that up by adding 2 eggs. That provides structure, gives it additional color and flavor as well. Then you're going to whisk all of this together until it's well blended. All right, so give that a nice whisk. Then you're going to add that to the dry ingredients. But like I said, you don't have to do it this way. You can just simply add all of these wet ingredients to the bowl of dry ingredients. Make sure that you whisk this in really well, okay? Whisk it in really well until the egg is inconspicuous. All right? So get us a nice blend. Whisk it in all together for about 45 seconds. That's if you decide to do it separately. If you decide to add it straight to the bowl of dry ingredients, whisk it for about a good minute and a half. Okay? Just to make sure everything is well blended. At this point, you want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees, okay? So that when you get done whisking this and putting it in the baking pan and you're ready to put it in the oven will be nice and hot. Do not add this to the oven if you just turned it on, okay? You want to preheat your oven for at least 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, okay? We're going to be baking this on 350 degrees, all right? So I'm whisking the cornbread in, the cornbread mixture, whisking it in, giving it a nice whisk. And whipped cornbread is not like cake. Like, it don't need to be void of lumps. Like, if you see like little lumps there, don't worry about that. Okay, this cornbread, you want it to be kind of coarse anyway. All right. So you're going to get a small baking dish. By the way, this is not a lot of cornbread, so feel free to multiply the recipe, or you can subtract from it if you're making it for just yourself. All right, you're going to rub some margarine or butter on the bottom of the baking dish and on the sides. That's just to give it that nice authentic brown sides. You want your cornbread to have those nice brown sides. That's just authentic. That's the way they do it, all right? That's the way my family taught me to do it. Okay, if your cornbread ain't got no brown sides, I don't know what it is. It ain't cornbread though, all right? We're gonna add the cornbread to this baking dish. Make sure you scoop all of that out, get all of that in there, all right? And then we're going to bake it. Visit my website, PhillyJCooking.com, for the full recipe. All the detailed instructions can be found there. All the measurements and everything that you need to know concerning this recipe can be found on my website, PhillyJCooking.com. Look at that cornbread, guys. This is the best cornbread in the whole wide world. Listen, I stand by it. I don't make everything the best, but my cornbread and many of my other recipes, it is truly the best. Listen, cornbread can't get too much better than this. I'm sorry. I don't care if your mother make it. I don't care if your father make it. I don't care if your grandmother make it, your grandfather, whoever. They cannot make cornbread as good as Philly Boy J. Trust me. Look at how moist that cornbread is. Look at it. Look at it. It's coarse the way cornbread is supposed to be, but at the same time moist. Look at that. And you'll get that extra margarine or butter and rub it over the top. The flavor of this. My family tastes this and it was like, Jay, you nailed it. You nailed it, Jay. You nailed it. Look at that cornbread. I hope you guys enjoy this recipe. It is absolutely delicious. Philly Boy J showing you guys how to make homemade cornbread from scratch. Peace. Hey guys, it's PBJ, and for more of my delicious and easy to make recipes, visit my website at PhillyJCooking.com. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay updated on all my latest videos, and come join me on social media. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.